Women with polycystic ovary syndrome, stop eating these 4 fish and eat these 4 to heal hormones naturally. Are you tired of feeling like your body is a stranger? Tired of the endless cycle of confusion, the frustrating symptoms that seem to have no clear cause or solution, and the feeling of being completely alone in your struggle with polycystic ovary syndrome? Do you look in the mirror and wonder who is looking back as you deal with unpredictable weight gain, persistent acne, thinning hair, and the emotional roller coaster that comes with hormonal chaos? It's a profound and silent struggle, one that can make you feel disconnected from your own femininity and vitality. But what if I told you that deep within ancient wisdom, in the quiet, mindful practices of monks who have studied the profound connection between mind, body, and nature for centuries, lies a key to unlocking the balance your body so deeply craves? There is good news, a message of hope that echoes from serene monasteries and tranquil gardens. The path to hormonal harmony isn't about fighting your body with harsh restrictions or complicated protocols. It's about gently guiding it back to its natural state of equilibrium through mindful nourishment. The right foods, chosen with intention and awareness, can quiet the inflammation, soothe the hormonal storms, and stop the distressing symptoms before they even start. In today's video, we are going to walk this path together. We will uncover the 4 types of fish that may be unknowingly disrupting your delicate hormonal ecosystem. And we will reveal the 4 healing fish that can help you reclaim your energy, your clarity, and your health naturally and peacefully. So I invite you to stay with me on this journey, because you do not want to miss these transformative insights that bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and modern wellness. Before we begin to explore this path, I'd love to feel your presence here with us. Tell me, where are you joining me from today? Please drop a comment below and feel free to share any questions or thoughts that arise in your heart. Creating this community of shared experience is a vital part of our collective healing. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, so you never miss a health-boosting insight from our growing family here at Sacred Women's Health. Now, let's begin by understanding the gentle art of nourishing our bodies, starting with the choices that can either create turmoil or cultivate tranquility within. First, let's talk about the hidden disruptors that may be swimming onto your plate. Before we identify the specific foods to be mindful of, it's essential to understand the landscape of polycystic ovary syndrome from a place of compassion and wisdom. Imagine your body as a calm, clear pond. In its natural state, the water is still, reflecting the sky perfectly. This represents hormonal balance, a state of serene, effortless function. Now, imagine a stone is tossed into the pond. Ripples spread across the surface, distorting the reflection and disturbing the tranquility. This is what happens inside the body with polycystic ovary syndrome. It's not a single event, but a series of disturbances, inflammation, insulin resistance, stress that create persistent ripples, disrupting the delicate symphony of your hormones. This is not your fault. Let that sink in for a moment. You did not cause this. In our fast-paced modern world, we are surrounded by things that can toss stones into our pond. Environmental toxins, processed foods filled with inflammatory agents, and chronic stress are all contributing factors that your body is trying its best to navigate. You are not alone in this. Millions of women across the globe are walking this same path, feeling this same confusion, and searching for the same peace. This shared experience is a powerful reminder that we are all connected in this journey. The wisdom passed down through generations, echoed in the quiet halls of monasteries, teaches that the first step to stilling the waters is not to fight the ripples, but to stop throwing stones. This means becoming mindful of what we allow into our sacred space, our bodies. It's about choosing nourishment that brings peace, not chaos. With this understanding, this compassionate awareness, we can now look at our food choices not as a source of guilt or restriction, but as a powerful act of self-care and reclamation. we can begin to gently remove the sources of disturbance and replace them with elements of healing and harmony. The first stone we must learn to identify and avoid is a group of fish that carry a heavy burden from the modern world, a burden your body, in its sensitive state, does not need to carry. The first fish to mindfully remove from your diet is the majestic yet problematic swordfish. It's a powerful predator of the deep ocean, but in its strength, it accumulates a significant amount of mercury. For a woman with polycystic ovary syndrome, mercury is a particularly unwelcome guest. Think of your endocrine system, the intricate network of glands that produce your hormones, as a finely tuned orchestra. Each gland is an instrument, and for beautiful music to be made, they must all play in perfect harmony. Mercury acts like a disruptive noise, a loud, clanging cymbal that throws off the entire orchestra. It can interfere with the signaling pathways of your hormones, particularly those involving the thyroid and the ovaries, which are already under strain with polycystic ovary syndrome. This isn't about fear, but about gentle protection. Buddhist wisdom teaches the principle of non-harming, or ahimsa, which extends not only to others, but also to ourselves. Choosing to avoid high mercury fish like swordfish is an act of profound self-compassion, a way of protecting your inner environment from unnecessary disruption. Can making a simple choice at the fish counter truly impact a condition as complex as polycystic ovary syndrome? The answer, echoed in both modern science and ancient wisdom, is a resounding yes. Every choice we make, every meal we consume, is either a step toward greater harmony or greater imbalance. By consciously choosing to avoid fish that are high in mercury, you are reducing the toxic load on your body, allowing your liver to perform its detoxification duties more effectively, and giving your endocrine system the quiet, peaceful environment it needs to begin recalibrating itself. Instead of seeing this as a restriction, view it as an opportunity, an empowerment. You are taking back control. You are becoming the guardian of your own inner peace. This isn't a diet. It is a practice of mindful living, of honoring the vessel that carries you through this life. But avoiding the obvious predators of the sea is just the first step in calming the storm within. The next fish we must discuss is even more pervasive, often hiding in plain sight and mistakenly seen as a healthy choice. Yet it carries its own set of disruptions that can subtly sabotage your healing journey. May I ask you something from the heart? How many times have you felt utterly alone, completely lost in trying to understand what is happening inside your own body, as if no one around you could possibly comprehend the depth of your struggle? I know how deeply that can hurt, and I want you to know with every fiber of my being that you are not alone in this fight. The feeling is real, it is valid, and it is shared by a silent sisterhood around the world. If this resonates with you, if you have ever felt that ache of isolation, I invite you to leave a comment below saying, "I understand this struggle." Just write those exact words. Your message will become a beacon of hope, a signal of solidarity that can give immense strength to another woman who is scrolling through, feeling just as you have, and desperately needing to know that she is not alone. Your voice matters more than you know. The second fish to be mindful of, one that often appears under the guise of being a healthy, affordable option, is tilefish, particularly from the Gulf of Mexico, and its close relatives like king mackerel. These fish, like swordfish, are large predatory species that live long lives, and as a result, they accumulate very high levels of mercury. For a body already navigating the complexities of polycystic ovary syndrome, this added toxic burden can be incredibly taxing. The ancient teachings remind us that the body is a temple, and what we place within it should be chosen with reverence and care. Introducing high levels of mercury is like allowing dust and debris to settle upon a sacred altar. It clouds the energy and disrupts the sacred functions that are meant to unfold there. Mercury has a particular affinity for disrupting the central nervous system and the endocrine system, creating subtle but persistent static that interferes with the clear communication your body needs to maintain balance. With polycystic ovary syndrome, Your body is already working overtime to manage insulin resistance and hormonal imbalances. Adding a neurotoxin like mercury into the mix is like asking a tired runner to carry a heavy backpack. It just makes the journey that much harder. Perhaps you're thinking, but I don't eat these fish that often. Can it really make a difference? This is where the Buddhist concept of mindfulness becomes so powerful. Mindfulness isn't just about what you do. It's about the awareness you bring to every action. It's about recognizing that small, repeated disturbances can create a constant state of low-grade stress within your body, preventing it from ever truly finding its equilibrium. Choosing to avoid tilefish and king mackerel isn't a one-time fix, but a consistent practice of choosing peace over turmoil. It's a declaration that you are committed to creating the most serene and supportive inner environment possible for your healing. This is an act of profound respect for your body's innate wisdom and its incredible capacity to heal when given the right conditions. The practical application of this wisdom is simple, but requires diligence. When you are at a restaurant or a fish market, ask about the origin of the fish. Be an advocate for your own health. Choose smaller, less predatory fish. This mindful inquiry is not about being difficult. It's about being intentional. It's about honoring your commitment to yourself. Every time you make this conscious choice, you are reinforcing a new pattern of self-care, building a foundation of wellness, one meal at a time. However, the heavy metals found in these large predators are not the only concern. There's another type of fish, one of the most commonly consumed in the world, that presents a different kind of problem related to inflammation, a key driver of polycystic ovary syndrome symptoms. This next one may truly surprise you. The third fish to approach with caution might be sitting in your pantry right now, conventionally farmed tuna, especially certain species like big eye and, to a lesser extent, canned albacore tuna. While wild tuna can be a source of omega-3 south, the way much of it is sourced and its position on the food chain present concerns. Large tuna species can accumulate mercury, just like the other fish we've discussed. But there's another layer to consider, particularly with farmed varieties and the broader conversation around canned tuna. The balance of fats in our diet is crucial for managing inflammation, which is a core issue in polycystic ovary syndrome. Ancient healing traditions have always emphasized balance, the interplay of yin and yang, of heating and cooling energies in the body. Inflammation can be seen as an excess of heat or agitation in the system. Our modern diet is often overloaded with omega-6 fatty acids, which can be pro-inflammatory and deficient in anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. While fish is celebrated for its omega-3 south, some farmed fish, depending on their diet, can have a less favorable ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fats compared to their wild counterparts. Furthermore, canned tuna, while convenient, requires a mindful eye. Canned light tuna tends to have lower mercury than albacore, white tuna, but it's still a larger fish than our ideal choices. Is it realistic to eliminate such a common food from your diet entirely? The path of wisdom is not about rigid extremism, but about mindful moderation and making better choices whenever possible. It's about understanding the nature of what you consume. When you eat, you are not just consuming calories. You are consuming the energy and the story of that food. A fish that has lived a stressful life in a crowded farm and been fed an unnatural diet carries a different energy than a small, wild fish that has swum freely in clean waters. This isn't just philosophy. It's reflected in the nutritional composition of the fish. So the practice here is one of conscious substitution. If you enjoy tuna, perhaps limit it to once a week or fortnight, always choosing canned light tuna over albacore. Better yet, begin to explore the smaller, more nourishing fish we will discuss soon. This is not about creating a list of bad foods. It's about cultivating discernment. It's about asking, does this truly nourish me? Does this bring harmony to my body? By asking these questions, you transform the act of eating from a mindless habit into a sacred ritual of self-healing. Now, The final fish on our list of those to avoid is perhaps the most deceptive, as it's widely promoted as a lean, healthy protein, yet for women with polycystic ovary syndrome, it is often a source of inflammation rather than healing. This is a crucial piece of the puzzle. The final fish we must learn to release from our diets with compassion and understanding is tilapia. This one is heartbreaking for many because it is inexpensive, mild in flavor, and widely available. It seems like the perfect choice for a healthy meal. However, the wisdom of looking deeper, of understanding the true nature of things, reveals a different story. The vast majority of tilapia available today is farm-raised, and its nutritional profile is a direct reflection of its unnatural diet, which is often composed of corn and soy pellets. This diet results in a fish that is very low in the beneficial anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids that women with polycystic ovary syndrome so desperately need. In fact, tilapia can have a much higher concentration of omega-6 fatty acids, specifically arachidonic acid. As we've touched upon, an excess of omega-6 south can promote inflammation in the body. For someone with polycystic ovary syndrome, whose body is already in a state of chronic inflammation, consuming foods like conventionally farmed tilapia is like fanning the flames of a fire you're trying to put out. Does this mean a single serving of tilapia will derail your progress? The Buddhist principle of the middle way is helpful here. It's not about perfectionism or fear. It's about the overall pattern of your choices. If your diet consistently includes inflammatory foods, it creates a constant, low-grade stress on your system, making it incredibly difficult for your hormones to find balance. Think of it as trying to meditate in a noisy room. You might find moments of peace, but the constant background chatter makes it hard to sustain. Inflammation is the noise in your body. Making the choice to release tilapia from your diet is an act of turning down that noise. It is a conscious decision to create a quieter, more peaceful inner environment. The practical application is to seek alternatives that offer the nourishment your body is truly asking for. When you see tilapia on a menu, pause, take a mindful breath, and remember your intention to heal. Choose another option. At the grocery store, walk past the tilapia and head toward the section of the fish counter that holds the true medicine of the sea. This shift in choice is a powerful affirmation of your commitment to your own well-being. It is a testament to your growing wisdom and your understanding that true health is not just about avoiding bad things, but about actively choosing things that are deeply and truly good for you. And that brings us to the most hopeful part of our journey today, turning our attention away from the disruptors and toward the harmonizers. We will now explore the 4 fish that are like a soothing balm for your system, rich in the very nutrients that can help quiet the inflammation and restore your body's beautiful natural rhythm. Now that we have mindfully acknowledged and decided to release the foods that may cause turmoil, we can open our hearts and our kitchens to the foods that bring harmony and healing. The first of these healing gifts from the water is the vibrant and powerful salmon, specifically wild-caught salmon. Imagine a rushing, clean, powerful river. Wild salmon embodies the energy of this river, a life force that is potent and pure. This fish is one of the richest sources of the long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, EPA, and DHA. These are not just nutrients. They are essential building blocks for a calm and balanced body. For women with polycystic ovary syndrome, inflammation is a primary driver of symptoms, from insulin resistance to acne to painful periods. EPA and DHA are nature's most powerful anti-inflammatories. They work at a cellular level to cool the fires of inflammation, soothe agitated systems, and promote hormonal balance. Consuming wild-caught salmon is like sending a peace delegation to your cells, instructing them to lay down their arms and return to a state of harmony. But can eating salmon a couple of times a week truly create such a profound shift? The answer lies in the principle of consistent, gentle effort. A single act of kindness can brighten a day, but a consistent practice of kindness can transform a life. Similarly, consistently providing your body with these powerful anti-inflammatory fats helps to rewrite its operating instructions. It helps to lower triglycerides, improve insulin sensitivity, and even support healthy androgen levels. A study published in the Asia-Pacific Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that overweight women with polycystic ovary syndrome who, supplemented with omega-3 south from fish oil, saw significant reductions in glucose, insulin, and triglycerides. This is modern science affirming what ancient wisdom has always known. Pure, whole foods are potent medicine. To incorporate this healing food into your life, aim for 2 servings of wild-caught salmon per week. A serving is about the size of the palm of your hand. When you shop, look for wild-caught, Alaskan, or sockeye salmon. These varieties have a richer color and a more favorable fatty acid profile than their farmed counterparts. Prepare it simply to honor its purity, baked, broiled, or gently pan-seared with herbs and lemon. As you eat it, practice mindful eating. Savor each bite, acknowledging the nourishment it provides. This simple act of presence amplifies the healing power of the food. But the magnificent salmon is not the only ally we have in the waters. There is another, much smaller fish that is equally, if not more, powerful and often overlooked. This humble creature is a true superfood for hormonal health. Our second healing fish is small but mighty, the humble sardine. If wild salmon is the majestic king of the river, then sardines are the wise and potent elders of the sea. Do not let their small size or simple packaging fool you. They are one of the most concentrated sources of healing nutrients you can find. Sardines are incredibly rich in the anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids EPA and DHA, often containing even more preserving than salmon. Because they are small and low on the food chain, they do not accumulate the heavy metals, like mercury, that are a concern with larger fish. This makes them one of the purest and safest choices for your body. Think of your journey with polycystic ovary syndrome as navigating a ship through a stormy sea. To make it safely to calm waters, you need a strong, well-built ship. Omega-3 South are like the essential materials needed to repair and strengthen your ship's hull. They fortify your cell membranes, making them more responsive to insulin, which is a cornerstone of managing polycystic ovary syndrome. They also provide the raw materials for producing anti-inflammatory prostaglandins, which are like the skilled crew members who work to calm the waves and guide you through the storm. Can something as simple as eating a can of sardines a few times a week really help navigate the complexities of polycystic ovary syndrome? Absolutely. The consistent influx of these powerful fats sends a continuous signal of safety and calm to your body. It helps to reduce testosterone levels, improve luteinizing hormone signals, and can even contribute to more regular menstrual cycles. One study showed that women with polycystic ovary syndrome who took omega-3 supplements experienced improvements in BMI and key hormone levels. Sardines deliver these same benefits in a whole food form, complete with other vital nutrients. Before we continue, if this information is resonating with you and offering you hope, please take a moment to press the like button and subscribe to our channel. It is a small gesture that helps this message of healing reach more women who need to hear it. Incorporating sardines into your diet is easier than you might think. Look for sardines packed in olive oil or water and check for BPA-free lining in the cans. You can mash them with avocado and herbs to make a delicious salad, toss them with vegetable noodles and a squeeze of lemon, or simply eat them on top of a hearty seed cracker. Embrace their powerful, savory flavor as the taste of deep cellular healing. But our journey into the healing waters doesn't end here. There is another small, oily fish that offers a unique profile of benefits, working in concert with salmon and sardines to create a powerful symphony of hormonal harmony. The third fish to welcome into your diet as a healing friend is the Atlantic mackerel. This beautiful, flavorful fish is another incredible source of anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. Placing it in the same esteemed category as salmon and sardines. However, it's crucial to specify Atlantic mackerel as its cousin. The king mackerel is one of the fish we must avoid due to its high mercury content. This distinction is a perfect lesson in mindful discernment. Not all things that share a name share the same nature. Atlantic mackerel provides a wonderfully rich and satisfying meal while delivering a potent dose of EPA and DHA. The wisdom traditions teach that true healing addresses both the body and the spirit. The deep satisfaction that comes from eating a truly nourishing meal is part of the healing process. When you feel satiated and nourished, you are less likely to crave the processed, inflammatory foods that can exacerbate polycystic ovary syndrome symptoms. The omega-3 South and Atlantic mackerel contribute to this feeling of well-being by supporting healthy brain function and mood. Many women with polycystic ovary syndrome struggle with anxiety and depression, and these healthy fats have been shown to have a positive impact on mental and emotional health. Is it possible that the food we eat can influence our thoughts and feelings so directly? The connection between the gut and the brain is now well established by science, confirming the holistic view that the body and mind are not separate. By reducing inflammation in the body, you also reduce inflammation in the brain, leading to greater clarity, stability, and emotional resilience. This is a profound aspect of healing that goes beyond just managing physical symptoms. It's about reclaiming your joy and your inner peace. To enjoy Atlantic mackerel, look for it fresh at your fish counter or smoked in the refrigerated section. It has a firm texture and a rich flavor that holds up well to grilling or broiling. A simple preparation with herbs allows its natural taste to shine. Aiming for one serving of this delicious fish per week, in rotation with our other healing choices, can create a powerful, synergistic effect. You are not just eating one type of healthy fish. You are building a diverse ecosystem of nourishment within your own body. We now have one final fish to add to our healing quartet. This one is perhaps the most accessible and budget-friendly of all, proving that profound nourishment does not have to be complicated or expensive. It is a testament to the idea that the simplest things in nature often hold the greatest power. Our fourth and final harmonizing fish, a true gift of nourishment and accessibility, is the delightful herring. Often enjoyed pickled or smoked, herring is a small, oily fish that is absolutely brimming with the same anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids we have been celebrating. Like sardines, herring is low on the food chain, making it a very clean and pure source of these essential fats, free from the worries of high mercury levels. In many ancient cultures, especially in Northern Europe, herring was not seen as a delicacy, but as a foundational food, a source of strength and vitality that sustained people through harsh winters. This is the energy it brings to your body, an energy of resilience, fortitude, and deep, sustaining nourishment. For a woman with polycystic ovary syndrome, building resilience is key. Your body is under a constant low-grade stress, and it needs the right resources to adapt and thrive. The potent concentration of omega-3 South in herring, along with its high levels of vitamin D, a crucial nutrient for hormonal health and insulin sensitivity that many with polycystic ovary syndrome are deficient in, helps to build this resilience from the inside out. Can this simple, traditional food really be a key to modern hormonal problems? The wisdom here lies in returning to the basics. Our bodies have not changed much over the millennia, and they still crave the simple, nutrient-dense foods that have sustained humanity for generations. The modern epidemic of chronic diseases like polycystic ovary syndrome is, in large part, a result of moving away from these traditional ways of eating. By reintroducing foods like herring, you are not just trying a new recipe. You are reconnecting with an ancient pattern of nourishment. You are aligning your body with the rhythms of nature and providing it with the foundational support it needs to heal itself. Incorporating herring into your life can be a joyful exploration. Try pickled herring on a slice of dense rye bread or with some cultured vegetables for a gut-friendly meal. Smoked herring known as kippers, makes for a wonderfully savory and satisfying breakfast alongside some greens. Embracing these traditional foods is an act of defiance against a food culture that often prioritizes convenience over true nourishment. It is a powerful statement that you are choosing a different path, a path of conscious, mindful eating that honors the deep wisdom of both your body and the natural world. By weaving these four powerful allies, wild salmon, sardines, Atlantic mackerel, and herring, into the beautiful tapestry of your diet, you are doing so much more than just managing a condition. You are embarking on a sacred journey of reclaiming your health, one mindful, nourishing meal at a time. If you have stayed with me until this moment, it means you are truly searching for answers, for relief, and for a deep and lasting sense of hope. This channel was created for that very reason, to be a sanctuary for you, to help you understand the sacred language of your body, to help you regain a sense of control, and to find gentle, powerful solutions that actually work. You are not alone on this path anymore. Together, we are building a safe and sacred space where women just like you can find unwavering support and real, compassionate information that makes a profound difference in your life. We are a community of shared wisdom and collective strength. If this is the kind of guidance and belonging you have been searching for, I warmly invite you to subscribe now and turn on the notifications. Every video we create is another step forward on our shared journey toward a healthier, more vibrant, and joyfully balanced you. Thank you for being here, and may you walk in peace and wellness.